wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, trying to find out.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gives it for the first time. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st and 10 from the 32. He'll look to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Slot man motioned over. Again to throw on 2nd. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Dropped underneath. Walker. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is Walker on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Throw here, third down. Diving right side, got it! A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
When you watch the Combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They're going to try and throw it here. Completed to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, set! 19, Tiger, not trap 50, trap 60! Go!
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He throws a bullet deep to the right. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Throwing now, another shotgun. It's his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage too until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10 from the 32. Walker now from the gun. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Pass play now. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now. They need 7. Back to throw. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. The Seahawks with an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Seahawks have it now on his 8th pick of the year. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
They go play action on first down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on first down. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Staying with Walker. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.
On third down, Walker. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time, and that's going to bring him to fourth down. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Tag! Viking 18! Hey, smash Broncos! Let go!
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Ready? Count 19! Cowboy 80! Ready?
Milton back to throw. Got his man. It's the rookie from K-State. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Throw left side, complete. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it. Let's go.
That's complete right side. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Blue again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Stop down. 60 by 70 Rangers. 70. Ready,
They'll work against the blitz. Seahawks swarming in, and down he goes. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, set, let go.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points of this game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10 from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is Cup, that's Cup. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Now an inside give to Walker. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It's not made by Donovan Ezeraku. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down pass play coming. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
52-yard attempt.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Back to throw. Here's Milton.
at their 48-yard line.
Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he goes down a little short of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 42.
First down from the 42.
Hurt. Ready.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Pat to 60.
Now Milton to throw. Complete out to the right. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it And he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 39-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
60, 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Milton. And there's another one. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
That's Cowboy 80. Ready.
To throw, Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Come on, set. Liking 18.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
On the jump.
3rd down, they need 7.
79 Broncos. 18, pioneer. 18, go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cougar 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Milton. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They're going to throw out of the gun. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense lets that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from the 43. They give up the gut to Walker. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, Seahawks.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Quick pay there to take him down.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Back to throw now. 3rd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Let's go.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start, here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now. The runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Walker again. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. It's a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Turpin with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 34-yard line.
Okay,
So
great.
they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
And again, it's Blue. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go. 79 Broncos. You ready to spin? You ready to spin?
Working now from the gun. And they pick him off again. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I've got to imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
First and 10 from the 43. Back now, pressure coming. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one's complete right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready. Panther stick.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right side. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's Milton. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Got ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
Milton now. On screen here to Blue. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
17, down. Cougar 19.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60. Ready, up.
Sticking to the air here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Mustang 19, Viking 18.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
68.
Desperation time here on 4th. That is caught. He's got Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Third and long for him here. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. There's a screen out for Walker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. He gets the Seahawks 1st down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. After the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it. That's a Seattle touchdown. Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.